What's going on? Charles Botensten here, and we are going to be talking about something that, a lot of people don't actually end up talking about for multiple reasons. They don't think it's fun, exciting, it's not sexy, it's something that you actually don't want to talk about. So essentially, you get the email that says, "We're not going to work with you. Thanks for your passion. Thanks for your understanding. We're not going to work with you. You're not going to get our business." And it reaches a point where you just say, "Okay, what's next? What's next? What do you do next?" Gary just had something. There was a question that came out to him over the weekend, and he said, "How do you deal with setbacks?" He goes, "What's the alternative? What's the alternative? Complain, moan, bitch, and just delay going into the next business pitch, call, anything like that." And for me, I feel the exact same way. An email just came in. They're going to go with another company. Am I frustrated? Yeah, I'm actually frustrated not in the fact that they're not going with us. I'm frustrated in the fact that they're actually, again, choosing this company that I know is good, but we're better. And that's where the frustration comes from. The frustration comes from, okay, how do we improve? What do you do? There's two things. I said yesterday, because I went Facebook Live. Obviously, I'm going to be posting this on Friday. Today is Thursday. But yesterday we went Facebook Live, so that means we're going to be doing live shows on, obviously, this channel. And one of the biggest things that I was thinking about is just the faith that I have it's going to work out. The faith that that I'm going to handle it, that everyone's going to handle it, that it's going to come together. Or if it doesn't, and it doesn't work out, that I'm going to be able to move on. I think that is one of the biggest separating qualities from me and other people, is the ability to see things through, to see it in an imagination or a thought, and literally make it real in person. It's kind of like starting a business or building something. It was someone's imagination, or it was something that they took from their mind to paper, to the real thing where you could feel it and touch it. And that's what it is. You listen to these guys like Ty and whatnot. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. They talk about how sexy it is, and Gary talks about how it's not. There's a lot of in the weeds. There's a lot of dirt. There's a lot of grinding. There's a lot of setbacks like this. It's really, what do you do after? What do you do after? What's your thought process? Do you dwell on it? I literally am over it. Am I frustrated? Yes. But the email I'm about to send out is going to be like, understandable. And I've been calling him for 3 days, trying to convince him it's not happening. But he just sent out this final email. This is who we're going to be going with, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to reply and just say, hey, listen, understandable. Thank you. We'd really love feedback to get a little bit better. You need to be welcoming to feedback. Perfect example. Yesterday, went live, like I just said. My buddy texted me right after. And I don't know if I'm going to take the advice, but because you find out who it's coming from. But the advice came in right after I went live for the first time. He saw my elation of going live for the first time, and he goes, "Can I give you some constructive feedback?" Yeah, bro. Like, what do you want to say? I just went Facebook Live. You saw how excited I was, and then perfect example. He sends, "Can I give you some feedback?" Oh, okay. What are you doing in life? What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Looks like I saw you probably a year ago on the coming back from the airport, and we talked. And I was like, "Oh, thank you. Great seeing you. Yeah, let's maybe grab coffee, but not really." Listen, there's going to be people that give you feedback, and if it's above you and you respect their opinion, then you take it as feedback. But if it's someone that's never done anything, created a video, produced content, pumped out anything, built a company, whatever you're looking to do, they're in sports and you're in sports, or you're in broadcasting, whatever the case is, just take it, understand it, see where the audience is coming from, because it is still the audience, and then you move on. Don't dwell on the feedback. Don't dwell on the setback. As Gary said, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? What are you going to do? Okay? That's really what it comes down to. There are going to be buyers that don't buy from you. There are going to be sellers that don't sell with you. There's going to be whatever you're getting involved in. You're going to fail a class maybe. You're going to get a bad grade. You're going to have someone in your life that dies. You're going to have maybe a bankruptcy or business failure, and it's going to be embarrassed. It's going to be public, and everyone's going to know. Okay, what are you going to do now? Are you going to be Ray Kroc and start McDonald's at 53 after all the setbacks he had? Are you going to be Colonel Sanders at 65, writing your retirement and starting KFC then? Or are you just going to be like literally 80% of society, 10% is at the bottom, there's no hope. Then you have 80% that are just droning through life, and then you have the top 10% that are growth mindset that say, okay, how do I improve? Thank you for the setback, how do I improve? All right, so this is a quick video that is just raw and real. Just pick up my phone, start recording. I'm gonna be picking up the new iPhone tomorrow, so hopefully the video is gonna be a little bit better, the audio is gonna be a little bit better. Have an awesome day, subscribe to the video, leave your comments below. Tell me how you get through setbacks. What do you think about? How long do you take? And I'll just leave you on this, is that, I think it was Tony Robbins. Yeah, he said he used to take on a big failure, he would take a week. Then he cut it down to a day. Then he cut it down to an hour. Now he said 10 minutes. The worst thing can happen. And I'm not saying somebody dies. I'm talking about something monetarily, or his car, or something that you could replace. Happens, takes 10 minutes. He said he gets very angry, and then he just goes, okay, what do I learn? How do I get better? And that's where I'm getting at right now. It didn't even take me 10 minutes. I'm like, crap. And I'll leave you this other thing. If you don't have a lot in the pipeline, if you go through a breakup and you're devastated for months, for a year, 2 years, that means you just don't see an alternative outside of what you had. If you crash your car, or you fail a class, or you're good at math and a teacher says, no, you shouldn't go into mathematics, or you shouldn't be a teacher, you shouldn't go into real estate. Okay, great. So that means your identity was tied to that. Your identity was tied to that relationship, to that job, to that business. All right, well, there you go. Was Elon, when he was going through 09, Elon Musk, when he was going through 09, pretty much bankruptcy, he just had 2 failed rocket attempts, and he had a third one that needed to go right. He was already literally a week away from not making payroll, about him sleeping on someone else's couch because he couldn't even make rent. Look at the interview when he's about to break down. So just know that everyone goes through it. It's, what do you do next? Great. Okay. So, someone didn't hire you? Someone didn't do something for you? This person left for another company? You didn't get the job? What are you going to do next? It's really what it comes down to. Have an awesome day. Subscribe to the video. Leave your comments below on how you get through, how long it takes to get through a setback. Have an awesome day. Talk to you guys.